Elton John's farewell Yellow Brick Road tour is over, but what really made him hang up his sparkly glasses? Is Elton John truly saying goodbye? We delve into the surprising reasons behind his retirement, from personal struggles to career goals. This video explores the emotional roller coaster behind his retirement decision, revealing the personal sacrifices and heartfelt reasons behind his farewell. Elton John, born Reginald Dwight, is a name etched into the very fabric of music history. His career, spanning over 5 decades, is nothing short of extraordinary, marked by unparalleled success, groundbreaking artistry, and an indelible impact on popular culture. From his flamboyant stage costumes and electrifying piano performances, to his timeless songwriting collaborations with Bernie Taupin, Elton John has crafted a catalog of hits that transcends generations. He sold over 300 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling music artists of all time. His influence stretches far beyond album sales. He redefined the role of a rock star, blended genres with effortless grace, and became a powerful advocate for various social causes. His music, whether it's the anthemic Tiny Dancer, the poignant Candle in the Wind, or the joyous Crocodile Rock, has provided the soundtrack to countless lives, solidifying his status as a true global icon. It was against this backdrop of monumental achievement that Elton John made a momentous announcement in January 2018, the Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour. This wasn't just another concert series. It was declared as his final extensive global tour, marking his retirement from touring after its conclusion. The decision sent ripples through the music world and among his legions of fans. For an artist who had spent the majority of his life on the road, performing with an almost unparalleled energy, the idea of him stepping away from live performances was both understandable and deeply significant. It signaled the end of an era, a chance for fans worldwide to experience his magic one last time, and a poignant moment for the artist himself to bid a heartfelt goodbye to the stage that had been his home for so long. The initial response to the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour announcement was nothing short of phenomenal. Global excitement surged, and tickets for the initial legs of the tour sold out almost instantly. Fans, eager to witness the legend in person one last time, clamored for seats, leading to numerous additional dates being added across continents. The media buzzed with anticipation, celebrating his legacy while looking forward to the grand spectacle that his final tour promised to be. From North America to Europe, Asia, and Australia, the world collectively prepared to embark on a nostalgic journey through the iconic career of Elton John, a tour that was destined to become one of the highest grossing and most memorable in music history. Behind the glittering stage lights and extravagant costumes, Elton John's Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour also provided a rare glimpse into the more personal realities of his life, particularly concerning his family and health. Factors that undoubtedly played a significant role in his decision to retire from extensive touring. Central to Elton John's later life has been his family. After years of a tumultuous personal journey, he found profound stability and happiness with his husband, David Furnish. Together, they are fathers to 2 beloved sons, Zachary and Elijah, born via surrogacy. This shift to fatherhood in his mid-60s brought a new dimension to his life. Prioritizing family time over the relentless demands of a touring musician, he frequently spoke about his desire to be present for his children's formative years, to be there for school runs, holidays, and everyday moments, experiences that constant global touring made nearly impossible. This deep commitment to his family became a palpable force, increasingly influencing his professional choices. Beyond the desire to be a devoted father, health concerns also emerged as a significant factor in his decision to step back from the road. While Elton John has always maintained a relatively private stance on his specific health challenges, there have been periods where his physical well-being impacted his performance schedule. In 2017, he battled a potentially fatal bacterial infection, requiring intensive care and forcing the cancellation of several shows. More recently, during the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour itself, he underwent a hip replacement surgery in 2021 after a fall, which necessitated a temporary hiatus from touring. These health incidents, along with the natural aging process, underscored the physical toll that years of high-energy performances had taken and the increasing difficulty of maintaining such a grueling schedule. Extensive global touring, even for artists half his age, is an incredibly demanding endeavor, both mentally and physically. For someone in their mid-70s, as Elton John was during much of the farewell tour, these demands are amplified exponentially. Physically, it involves constant travel across time zones, performing high-energy shows for 2 to 3 hours multiple times a week, and dealing with the inevitable wear and tear on the body from long flights, hotel beds, and repetitive movements at the piano. Mentally, the isolation from home, the pressure of maintaining peak performance night after night, and the sheer logistical complexity of managing a global tour can be exhausting. Elton John himself openly admitted to the mental fatigue and homesickness that often accompanied his long stretches on the road, highlighting the profound sacrifice touring required, especially when weighed against the joy of being home with his young family. His farewell tour, therefore, was not just about celebrating a legendary career, but also about acknowledging the very real human limits, even for a rocket man like him. The Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour wasn't merely a series of concerts. It became a profound journey of reflection for Elton John himself, offering a rare window into the artist's own perspective on his monumental career and its deep impact on his life. Throughout the tour, in interviews and on stage, he frequently paused to acknowledge the incredible ride he had been on, expressing immense gratitude for the unwavering support of his fans and the sheer joy that music had brought him. He reflected on the early days of struggle, the dizzying heights of global superstardom, and the personal battles he had fought and overcome, often attributing his survival and enduring success to the power of his music and the people who championed it. These reflections were not just nostalgic, they were infused with a sense of wonder at how far he had come and the extraordinary life he had lived. A central theme in Elton John's public discourse during this farewell period was his heartfelt desire to prioritize family and personal time after over 5 decades of relentless touring. He spoke openly and movingly about his sons, Zachary and Elijah, and his husband, David Furnish. The driving force behind his decision to retire from the road was unequivocally his commitment to being a present and engaged father. He expressed a deep yearning to be involved in their daily lives, to attend school events, share meals, and simply experience the quiet joys of domesticity, experiences that were largely sacrificed during his non-stop touring schedule. This desire wasn't about escaping music, it was about embracing a different, equally fulfilling chapter where his family was unequivocally at the forefront, creating a more balanced and personally enriching life away from the demands of constant travel and performance. Finally, Elton John's decision to embark on a farewell tour was deeply intertwined with his thoughts on legacy and his desire to conclude his touring career on a triumphant high note. He wasn't content to simply fade away. He wanted to craft a definitive goodbye that honored his extensive catalog and the profound connection he shared with his audience. He often articulated a wish to leave his touring days behind him while still at the peak of his performance capabilities, rather than succumbing to the natural decline that can affect artists who prolong their careers indefinitely. This intention to go out with a bang wasn't about ego, but about respecting his art, his fans, and the incredible journey they had shared. He wanted his final performances to be celebratory, memorable, and a true capstone to a career that had genuinely changed the landscape of popular music forever, ensuring that his live legacy would remain vibrant and unforgettable. The Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour culminated in a series of deeply emotional and triumphant final moments, marking the end of an unparalleled touring career that had spanned over half a century. The very last shows, particularly the climactic 2 nights in Stockholm, Sweden in July 2023, were steeped in a palpable sense of occasion and nostalgia. As Elton John took to the stage for the very last time as a touring artist, the atmosphere was electric, charged with both celebration and poignant farewell. He performed his iconic hits with undiminished passion, his voice strong and his fingers dancing across the piano keys, delivering a set list that served as a chronological journey through his illustrious career. The final bows were protracted, filled with heartfelt gratitude from Elton to his global audience, tears in his eyes mirroring those in the crowd. He took time to thank his band, his crew, and most importantly, the millions of fans who had supported him throughout his extraordinary odyssey, truly capturing the essence of a mutual, loving farewell. The legacy of the Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour is immense and multifaceted. It stands as the highest grossing concert tour of all time, a testament not just to Elton John's enduring popularity, but to the sheer scale of his global appeal and the public's desire to witness a piece of living music history. For fans, the tour was more than just a series of concerts. It was a communal experience, a final opportunity to sing along to the anthems that had soundtracked their lives, and to express their adoration for an artist who had given so much. It solidified his legendary status, ensuring that his live performances would be remembered as vibrant, extravagant, and deeply personal. The tour's impact resonated deeply, creating lasting memories for those who attended and cementing his place in the pantheon of music's greatest entertainers, leaving an indelible mark on generations of music lovers. With the curtain finally closed on his touring career, Elton John has embraced a new chapter centered around family and other creative pursuits. His primary focus has shifted to spending quality time time with his husband, David Furnish, and their 2 sons, a desire he openly articulated as a key reason for his retirement from the road. While the relentless demands of touring are behind him, his passion for music remains undimmed. He has hinted at potential future projects that would not involve extensive touring, such as new studio albums, musical theater compositions, or film scores. He also continues his significant philanthropic work through the Elton John AIDS Foundation, demonstrating that while his stage presence may be retired, his commitment to making a difference in the world is as strong as ever. The Rocket Man has landed, but his creative journey and his legacy continue to inspire. Elton John's retirement from extensive touring, following his monumental Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, marks a significant moment for the music industry, prompting reflection on the landscape he leaves behind and the future of live performances. His departure from the road leaves an undeniable void, not just in terms of ticket sales and revenue, but in the sheer presence of a performer who could command arenas worldwide with such consistent energy and artistry for over 5 decades. It highlights the rarity of such enduring, impactful careers in an industry constantly in flux, and serves as a poignant reminder that even the most prolific touring acts will eventually cede the stage. His retirement might encourage a re-evaluation of touring models for established artists, emphasizing quality over quantity as careers extend into later years. Looking forward, Elton John's farewell raises intriguing questions about the future of live music performances in an era where many legendary superstars are reaching, or have already passed, their prime touring years. We may see a shift towards more curated experiences, shorter residencies in single cities, intimate acoustic sets, or highly exclusive events rather than grueling global treks. Technology might play an even greater role, enabling virtual performances or enhancing the live experience in ways that reduce physical demands on artists. While new generations of artists will undoubtedly emerge to fill stadiums, the unique, multi-generational appeal of icons like Elton John is a rare phenomenon. Their retirements signal a changing guard, challenging the industry to cultivate new forms of live spectacle while honoring the rich history left by those who paved the way. Yet despite stepping off the touring stage, Elton John's influence and legacy are far from over. His vast catalog of timeless songs will continue to captivate new listeners and provide comfort and joy to longtime fans. His philanthropic efforts, particularly through the Elton John AIDS Foundation, will persist in making a profound difference globally. His outspoken advocacy for LGBT+ rights and artistic freedom will remain an inspiration. Elton John's retirement is not an end, but a transition, allowing him to dedicate himself to other passions while his music and spirit continue to resonate. His journey serves as a hopeful testament to the enduring power of art, reminding us that true influence transcends the stage and continues to shine brightly through a lifetime of dedication and genius. If you're captivated by the stories of music legends like Elton John and want to continue exploring the careers, legacies, and personal journeys of iconic artists, then you found the right place. Don't miss out on more deep dives and exclusive insights. Click that subscribe button right now and hit the notification bell so you're always updated when we release our next video. Join our community and keep the music history alive.